Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Then we had Copeland and Wheeler Yuta. So at the beginning...
Okay. Okay. Adam Copeland has just murdered...
I know what you're going
to
to
say.
say.
Two of your friends, and then Marina as well.
Yes.
And then Wheeler has just had 3 of his teammates destroyed by Adam Copeland. And they go out there, and they do collar and elbow, hip lock, takedown, blah, blah, blah. They do a totally technical match.
But... this makes sense, Dave.
Well, I know it makes sense.
When I first saw it, I thought the same thing. I was like, why are they having a technical grappling match with pinfall attempts? What the fuck is going on? Yeah. And that's what they did the entire match. It's like they're grappling, it's scientific wrestling, it's trading submission attempts, and then finally Copeland spears him and he pins him. And I was like, that was an excellent, solid, scientific grappling match in the middle of a fucking blood feud. What's happening? So then Copeland offers a handshake, and Wheeler shakes his hand, and then Copeland says, "This is what respect feels like." And so the point of this match was that he actually likes Wheeler Yuta, and he thinks that Wheeler Yuta should break away from the Death Riders, and he knew that if he gave Wheeler respect, Wheeler would realize he was disrespected by Moxley and he would leave the guy, which is, in fact, in storyline what happened here. Moxley comes out. He's slapping Yuta around for wrestling. What the fuck was that? He screamed. He watched the same match we did. And Yuta finally shoves him and walks out. And he starts heading to the back, and Moxley storms after him. And he says, "Keep walking, Yuta." And so Yuta walks. And then Moxley cuts a promo and he says, "You know what, Copeland, you won. You got me. You pissed me off, you distracted me, you wasted my time, you brought out the worst. Now I'm all alone, I'm defenseless, I'm a sheep. But what are you going to do to me on Sunday? Nothing. You deserve to get your ass beat. I'm going to beat your ass. There's no respect in this business. I'm the only guy who gets that. The only way to get respect is when you pull the trigger, and Sunday I got a trigger to pull on you." Now, with all that said...
someone's helping him.
I think Wheeler Yuta's fucking edge this weekend. That's what I think is happening. It's either him or Jay White or both of them.
Yeah.
One of those two.
Wheeler or Jay. Yeah, I think so too.
Yep, or both. Both. But yes, at first view, this was preposterous, but there was a point to it being preposterous.
No, there was a reason. The story made sense.
Yes.
But I'm watching this going like, neither of these guys should be doing this.
No. Until the handshake, I was like, what is this match?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
But when I'm watching it, but the other thing I was thinking when watching it was like, okay, the guy in the ring who's probably put this match together is Copeland. And Copeland is like a genius. So I'm watching this going like, okay, there's got to be a reason. And in the end, there was. But while the match is going on, I'm just going like, this is just like... you're going out there doing this totally out of context match. But yes, in the end, there was a reason for it.
Yes. Then we had a Outrunners video package for the tag title match, which was also great.
It was
straight out of 87.
So, yeah, but it is.
It even said AEW 1987 on the graphic on the bottom of the screen.
Well, it was out of Memphis Wrestling in like 1984, but the thing is, in Memphis Wrestling 1984, when you would do that, it was, it was done it would be done in a more serious package. I mean, in a more serious manner.
I've been watching these. They're all absolutely ridiculous. I just saw Terry Taylor going around town, and like he walked into every establishment, and women just ran up to him and kissed him on the lips, and it was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. It was supposed to be serious, I'm sure, but it was ridiculous.
But the thing is that like you would never okay, this was basically a takeoff on the Steamboat and Youngblood video before the Slaughter Canoodle match. The difference is, and it's a major difference, is that the Steamboat and Youngblood, when they trained, they looked like super fit athletes. They didn't run like people who didn't know how to run. When they lifted weights, they lifted weights like guys who knew how to lift weights.
Well, of course, the gimmick is a spoof.
Yeah, these guys are out there running like it's frickin' Mean Gene teaming with Hulk Hogan.
Yes, it's a spoof gimmick.
Yeah, But I mean, it's so not serious, you know. And I mean, it'd be one thing if you're just doing this for like an undercard thing. These guys are going for the tag team titles on Sunday.
Yeah, but the storyline is that the Hurt Syndicate helped them win so they could have an easy match at the pay-per-view as opposed to facing the Murder Machines.
Yeah, I guess.
So they should be pushed better because they were super over like 3 months ago. But at this point, they're being pushed like geeks.
Yep, that's the
happening.
point. Yeah. Well, you know, that's okay because on this pay-per-view, the reality is that like there's so much great wrestling that if you want to do a comedy match in there, you know, there's certainly room for one comedy match when you consider, you know, the Murderers Row. This is a freaking Murderers Row pay-per-view.
Are you one of those youngsters today who listens to Spotify? I don't even know what it is. But I do know this. All of our podcasts are available at Spotify. You can head up right now and sign up. The easiest way to do so, f4wonline.com/Spotify. And for just $9.99 per month, you can listen to 84 podcasts on any given month. 84! 2 to 3 podcasts every single day covering pro wrestling and mixed martial arts. And if you think about $9.99 per month, that's just pennies per day. So check it out today on Spotify. That's f4wonline.com/Spotify. f4wonline.com/Spotify.